So here is the problem you have with it and why that's done it. Number one, I'm going to get into all the different stuff here. We've talked about some of this before, but let me tie you into why the jighead minnow is destroying the sport of bass fishing. Number one, I'm going to talk from every aspect. Number one, it is destroying the tackle industry. The tackle industry is suffering right now. All these stupid tariffs that have been putting on us, which tariffs are nothing but taxes on the consumers. That's all they are. Fishing tackle manufacturers are having a hard time with the tariffs, and you put this forward-facing minnow in the mix with it, where it degrades and reduces the sales of other lure categories. Traditional bass fishing lures like spinnerbaits and jigs, crankbaits, topwaters, the sales are down on all those baits significantly over the past couple of years because everybody is just using the stupid forward-facing sonar minnow with forward-facing sonar. So from an economic standpoint, it's really harming the industry, just the fact that everybody is going to a forward-facing sonar minnow. And they don't cost a whole lot. They're a jig head or a lead head and a piece of soft plastic. Okay, the second thing with that is the sport of bass fishing. The power point of it, the magical point of bass fishing is the art form of bass fishing. And that art form in bass fishing is displayed from a diversity of techniques and skill sets, and also by specialists. So when bass fishing was great, prior to 10 years ago, the last 10 years, bass fishing, tournament fishing in particular, has just freaking went off a cliff. But prior to that, if you were around from about 1985 to the early 2000s, this is when the art form of bass fishing was showcased at its ultimate. And number one, in order to be a tournament angler, you had to do everything. If you were going to compete and qualify for championships, you had to be able to do it all. You had to fish finesse tactics, power tactics, topwater, crankbait, different types of crankbaits, jigs, soft plastic, swim baits, glide baits, every single lure category. With the diversity of water on the professional fishing circuits, you had to do it all. And not only did you have to be a very versatile angler, but you had to be a specialist, because you can't hardly win with versatility. You can only win tournaments by being a specialist. So you had to be this versatile angler, yet you had to identify with one or two techniques that you considered yourself a specialist. Like, for example, David Fritz with deep cranking, Denny Brower with flipping a jig, Tommy Biffle with flipping a jig, Zell Rowland with a pop R. Everybody, and Larry Nixon with a worm. Everybody has specialists of the techniques that they could really rely on to win, but they had to be versatile at the same time. And that